The last of our 3x4 stability matrices is the trunk stability matrix. Our three positions that we're going to achieve here are an inline split stance. This is just like the position that you would achieve at the beginning of the inline lunge functional movement screen. The second, this time with our feet about shoulder width apart, is a split squat where I'm in about a half split squat. And the third and final position that I'm going to achieve is the half kneeling position. In each of these positions, I'll perform a chop to my left side, a chop to my right side, then I'll move the anchor point down and perform a lift to my left side and a lift to my right side. If the handle is at the top and I'm chopping, then the leg closest to the pulley is my forward leg on all three of these variations. If the handle is at the bottom and I'm lifting rather than chopping, it's the opposite. My outside leg is my front leg in all three of these positions. So, chop, inside leg forward, lift, outside leg forward. Once again, this whole series of chops and lifts, these are all part of the functional movement systems corrective exercises, strategies for the inline lunge. They'll also help a person who's struggling on the rotary stability screen in the FMS as well. It's sneaky stuff. Like, doesn't seem like what you're doing is going to be effective for what it ends up being effective for. It's a great way to develop all-around trunk stability as well. So without further ado, here are our three chops. I'm going to demonstrate all of these from to the left side here, and then I'll move the anchor point down and perform all the lifts up to the left side as well. So we're going to start with our inline split stance. I've got about the length of my tibia between my feet. I'm going to grab the bar and get the slack out. My left hand is going to be close to my right pec. My right hand is up near the anchor point of the bar. I'm going to first pull with my left, then press down and across with my right, find my stability, back in and up. So it's pull, push, in, up. Pull, push, in, up. And I might perform 5 of those in each of these stances. Next, we're going to take that stance about shoulder width and get into a half split squat. Pull, push, in, up. Pull, push, in, up. Pull, push, in, up. And then our final position is half kneeling. Pull, push, in, up. So even though this is the lowest intensity variation in terms of the work being performed by the legs, the half kneeling position is the highest intensity variation in terms of work being performed by the trunk. So there are our 3 chops on the left side. I would again perform that whole series with my right side leading. Once again, inside leg is forward. But now I'm going to move my anchor point down to the bottom and perform the lift series. So once again, my hand is close to the anchor point. My opposite hand this time is going to go in front of my left pec. Same series of stances, it's just the opposite foot is forward, my outside leg is forward. So I've got my split stance, again, with about a tibia length between the heel and toe. Pull, push, in, down. Pull, push, in, down. Next, I've got my split squat. This time with feet about shoulder width apart. Pull, push, in, down. Pull, push, in, down. And then finally, I've got my half kneel. Pull, push, in, down. Pull, push, in, down. Probably use a little bit lighter weight for your lift than you would for your chop. If you're doing this with a band anchored to a door or something like that, you got the door anchor at the top for your chop, at the bottom for your lift. You can either use 2 different resistances of the band, or you can just get a little bit closer to the anchor point for the lift so that it's not quite as intense. So that's our trunk stability matrix, our 3x4 trunk stability matrix. Wraps up our 3x4 stability matrices series, and I hope that this yields the same kind of solidity and feeling of walking around strong for you that it has for me. Thank you very much.